Hi, I'm Pasquale Fedele. I'm going to share with you a few ideas and experiences about human-machine interface based on AI. All of us have experiences of both natural and virtual interaction, and for sure we love natural interaction more than virtual ones, in particular after the past year of pandemic. I'm going to speak of both virtual, natural, and also hypernatural interactions. HMI as a platform is the vision I'm working on from many years. Today we still interact with machine through keyboard, mouse, touch, and so on, but we aim to interact in a more natural way. I'll show you three vertical applications of such platform. The first, a medical device based on brain-computer interface. The second, a robotic avatar. And the third, a contact tracing solution based on conversational AI. As far as we know, brain-to-brain communication is not a natural communication way, but brain-computer interface is a concrete opportunity. 10 years ago, I founded a company that developed brain control, a medical device based on BCI, allowing patients with severe disabilities in locked-in state to interact through their brain, through their thoughts. We make use of commercially available EEG sensors, allowing us to detect the electrical activity on the brain, and through a proprietary machine learning software, we can recognize thoughts related to imagined movement, push, pull, right, left, up, down. Then is a sort of mental joystick allowing patients with Lou Gehrig disease, ALS, ischemic or traumatic injuries to interact with a computer, then through the computer and an augmentative alternative communication software to synthesize vocal message interacting with family members, doctors, and so on. Let me to show you a few of our patients.
Push now.
Here you see
Great.
Great.
Okay, now try to give me
no.
few people with ALS or ischemic injuries completely paralyzed, unable to interact with the voluntary muscle, unable to speak, interacting through virtual sentences, virtual keyboards, through their mind. They are controlling through the mind. Here you see a wheelchair controlled by thoughts.
Si chiama Paola.
And this is the first time this little girl has been able to interact with the father.
Mamma abita in una casa grande.
Wonderful. Augmentative alternative communication was a priority. Then we went through domotic control, wheelchair control, and robotics. In the field of robotics is the second use case I will show you. Is a robotic avatar solution, a robotic alter ego that allows patients to visit by a remote environment, to interact with other people that are in the remote scenario. The idea starts with the aim to provide a social inclusion solution. We make use of many interaction methods, not only BCI, brain-computer interface, but it is possible to control the remote robot through the eyes, eye tracking, but also gesture, voice, and so on, depending on the capability of the patients. And the remote device is provided with a camera, microphone, speaker, and also a screen where the face of the patient, of the remote patient, is visualized. I show you now a video of the robotic avatar in a museum scenario. And there is also a flying version of the robotic avatar based on drones, allowing a group visit by remote. The third use case is based on natural language processing. In particular, natural language understanding and generation, speech-to-text and text-to-speech modules. There is a growing diffusion of such technologies in the last few years. Natural language is the most intuitive interface available. Conversational AI application enable interaction with the user through text messages, voice, but also enriched visual avatars, and also we can embody in physical device such technologies. Here the use case, a contact tracing solution based on conversational AI. We developed a few months ago the software that provide, when connected to a telephone network, provide a phone call to the patients that are affected, are positive to the COVID, and then this is a scalable solution that can allow to provide 1,000 of calls per hours, contacting the patients, providing information about the quarantine, and also providing a survey in order to collect all the information relating the other people that might be affected by COVID. Then a concrete solution that helped, starting from Italy, to fight the pandemic. The multimodal approach based on natural language, allowing to interact through text and voice, is a wonderful tool for social inclusion. It is possible to interact with deaf people through the text, through messaging application or chatbot, and at the same time the same agent can provide voice interaction for blind people, but also people with disabilities, unable to interact through a keyboard, and also elderly people that prefer to interact through a phone call more than through a smartphone or a PC. The training process is crucial for such kind of technologies, and the quality of such solution improve with the use. There is both a supervised and unsupervised approach. At the beginning is mainly a supervised process. There is a continuous improvement also in visual effects. Here the aim is of a photorealistic avatar, and we are very close. Here the aim is of a photorealistic avatar, and we are very close to the so-called virtual human. And in order to provide an empathic interaction with such virtual avatar, the frontier is the sentiment analysis, analyzing the user input through the keyboard, but also the tone of the voice and the facial expression. There is a research ongoing in order to detect the the sentiment, the emotion of the user. And both in order to improve the interaction with such machine, but also you can imagine application in the medical field for mental health and so on. Then we went through 3 use cases of application based on a platform of human-machine interface based on AI. The first use case is a BCI medical device solution for patients with severe disabilities. The second use case was a robotic avatar for social inclusion. The third use case, a conversational bot for contact tracing application. 3 examples of how, thanks to AI, interaction with machine will be more and more natural, or maybe hyper natural. Thank you.